Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, we're going to be talking about Islam. Okay, and the first thing I want to put out there is that this is not a hate video, and I really have no such ill feelings towards anybody in this world. Um, I have a lot of Muslim acquaintances and Muslims that I have worked with in the past, and I have found them to be very good people, peaceful people. They mind their own business. Okay, but I think it's worth understanding. Kind of what's happening, what, how are we at the point that we're at, what their history is. Okay, now I've studied Islam academically. Okay, I have also studied Judaism, and I've also studied Christianity. Okay, now I am Christian, but I am not, a super, active practicing Christian. Okay, so I think I'm kind of able to look at this, somewhat impartially. Okay. Now, here's the thing with, we're going to start from Christianity, Judaism. Okay. In If you're looking at the text of Christianity, right? Nowhere in Christianity does it tell you to, go out and conquer the world. Okay. Okay. Now, it has been interpreted that way. Okay. But that's the thing. That's an interpretation. Okay. So, for example, when Charlemagne, was basically conquering, northern Germany, and basically, executing non-Christians, right? When Charlemagne was executing pagans, okay, you can't look at the Bible and say that, okay, here on this page, on this line, it tells him to do that, okay? The same thing goes when the Christians were burning witches, okay? It doesn't tell them to specifically go do that, okay? Same thing with Judaism, okay? It doesn't tell them that they're to go out there and basically conquer the world and spread their religion, okay? Now, in the Torah, okay, which is also part of, the first 5 books are also part of the Christian Bible, at one point it did basically tell them to go and conquer the land of Canaan, okay, and basically to kill all the people there. But that was very specific, one time, one place, okay? And there was a couple of other cities that they were specifically instructed by God to go and to conquer, okay? But again, it's specific time, specific place, and there's nothing there. There's no way that a Jewish person can look at the, at their texts, at their religious texts, and say that they have orders from God to go and spread their religion, conquer other lands. Okay, I mean it's just not there. Now, again, they can interpret that, but what they're doing is they're stretching the meaning of the words. Okay, so that goes for Christianity and Judaism. They're stretching the meaning of the words if they go and they try to use their religious text in such a way to go and conquer other lands. Okay, it's been done, but again, it's a stretching of the words, and that's an important concept here. Now, if we look at Islam, okay, all right. Basically, Islam divides the world into two houses, okay, a house of peace, okay, and a house of war. Okay, the house of peace is lands that they control, okay, and they do allow for for Christians and Jews to live in peace in the lands that they control, okay, as long as they pay a 10% tax. They are allowed to live there because they are what they refer to as people of the book. Basically, in both Judaism, Islam, and Christianity, they have the common father in Abraham. Okay, so basically, because they're all kind of descendant from the same place, Islam, has a tolerance towards Jews and Christian. I'm sorry, towards Jews and Christians, as long as they have control of that land. Okay. Now, as far as lands that they don't control, okay, that's the house of war, okay, they have specific instructions that they are to go out and conquer those lands, and bring them under control, okay. So by doing so, by going out and conquering those non-Islamic lands, they are bringing peace to those lands. Hence the religion of peace. They're spreading peace by conquering those lands. Okay. So any person, any Muslim person looking at the text and reading it word for word, will see clear instructions that they should go out and do this, conquer non-Islamic lands. Okay, now it's basically a Muslim person has to basically look at that text and basically stretch the meaning of the words, that those words mean something different. Okay, but basically they have to, they have to work to interpret those words to mean, something other than go out and conquer, all the non-Muslim lands. So the difference, right, that I have found between, if you got Christianity and Judaism on one side, is that the Jews and the Christians, okay, have to argue for war, okay, and on the other side, the Islamic people, they have to argue for peace, okay, in those lands that they don't control, okay. So that's the difference. Now, again, this isn't a hate video, okay. This is a video of understanding, okay, and it's also a video of appreciation and thanks to those Islamic people that basically go through all that extra effort, right, and do look at their religious text and interpret it in such a way so that it means that they should coexist with Christians and Jews in lands that they don't control, okay? Because it takes effort on their part, okay? Because the text, if you look at the clear text of the words, it's telling them to do something otherwise. So for that reason, I respect I respect Islamic people, especially the peaceful ones here in this country, okay? But I think it's important for us to understand this, that it's work for them, okay? It takes effort for them to promote peace here on our land, which is, kind of the opposite of what we have to. For us, it takes work. It takes a lot of effort for us to try and promote war because, through our religious text, because the Bible or the Torah does not basically tell you to go out and spread your religion. It does not do that, okay? So that's the situation there. And again, this is not a hate video. This is a thanks and appreciation video. To those Muslim people that want to coexist with us. But it's one of those things that I think it was worth putting out on the table, and I think people should take the time and effort to study other religions. Okay. Now, one of the things that I will put out there is, going back to the religious text. We spoke of this house of peace, house of war, and in the lands that they control, it does allow for tolerance of Christians and Jews because we are all from the common the common father in Abraham. Okay, what it does not allow for is like other religions. For example, if you're a Buddhist or something like that, if you're anything other than those three religions, there's no tolerance. Basically, the text says that those other people that are neither Christian, Jews, they have to convert or they have to be executed. Okay, so again, obviously, Muslims here in the United States, I would say 99.999% of them are tolerant of Buddhists and Confucianists and all these other religions that we have here. So again, we should be we should basically appreciate the effort that those people take to try and be peaceful and inclusive. Okay, so that's my thoughts. I thought it was worth sharing with you guys. I'll talk to you guys next time.